I hate to always say that I'm right, but most of the time I am right, regrettably. Sometimes I don't want to be right. But I've been predicting that these vigilantes, these terrorists, domestic terrorists, and other radical left wing groups would find their way into our neighborhoods and would plant themselves right in front of our home. That in the not too distant future, they'd be demanding the keys to your house, to your car, to all of your possessions as part of their concept of reparations. And that we would be in a situation where it would turn down to either them or us in the long run. And I hope that that doesn't happen because I don't want to see violence and I'm trying to avoid it. But just over the weekend, these animals, as the president has correctly called them, and I don't mean that in a racial sense because it's white, black, red, green, and blue, all of them, they found their way into a neighborhood, it was reported, in Beverly Hills. Some of them were wearing T-shirts saying, "Eat the rich." You know, it reminds me of Bill Clinton, who used to leave, along with his lovely wife Hillary, list of all the dead people that died during their administration on the chairs of Linda Tripp and other material witnesses, because even if they didn't kill people, they wanted people to think that they killed people, so they would stay quiet, these witnesses that could implicate them in the many crimes that they obviously committed. Well, eat the rich, what does that mean? That we're aborigines or that we're going to kill people and then eat their flesh? I mean, this is unbelievable. Now, fortunately, the Beverly Hills police had the guts to actually arrest some of these people. That's quite rare, I might add, these arrests. And in fact, just over the weekend, it was reported that the Trump Justice Department finally arrested 4 people. Now, arresting 4 people out of the thousands that have been looting, maiming, killing, and destroying things, that's pretty pathetic. And this is why, and of course, you know, personally, I support the president and I want to see him win. But this is why this showing of weakness is encouraging more violence and encouraging more reverse racism, and it's dividing this country like it's never been divided before. And it's also put the president in a position where it's now a real possibility that he's going to lose the next election, the presidential election in November, because his supporters are abandoning him in droves. I wrote a column in WorldNet Daily, WND.com, and you can find it at freedomwatchusa.org just last Friday, which reflects the fact that only 1/3 of the stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where the president did a rally, was full after they predicted 1 million people wanting to go. And there are now also reports, I'm sure this is couched and manipulated, that the president's even considering resigning. See, the Democrats and the left smell blood. They smell blood because they see the president's own supporters losing enthusiasm. And that's because the president was elected to take strong stance, whether it's regard to China, and you know that Freedom Watch has filed a class action lawsuit there. Attorney General of the Trump administration, he's absent, hasn't done anything to China. And of course, you know, we've taken action with regard to people like Dimitri Penny, who have sued Louis Farrakhan and Sharpton and others. And we take strong stands. We are your Justice Department. So go to freedomwatchusa.org, join our Justice League, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We are your Justice Department. But here's my word of advice for the president. Shape up or be prepared to ship out. I've talked to a lot of people over the last several weeks, and they love the president, but they're disillusioned. They say, where is he? He's absent. He's not on the job. He's not doing his job to protect us. It's not enough to arrest 4 people just to say you did it. So that's my message for today. Support Freedom Watch, because we are in more than a crisis. When they start coming into your neighborhood and demanding that you turn over your house and your possessions and take everything away from you, which is about ready to happen, because these radical leftists are whipping up hatred of all races, not just African Americans, because most African Americans are good. They don't agree with this. But the radicals in every group, radical blacks, radicals from the Jewish left, and you know I'm a Jewish Christian, and I say that honestly, radical feminists, radical atheists, radical Muslims, radicals from every walk of life. And just last week, the word whitening was banned by L'Oreal, if you can believe that. I guess the white is now going to be removed as a color, that you can't wear white clothes, or you can't have a white car, or you can't wear a white hat. And, this is where we are today. It's vicious, it's nasty, and frankly, it's life-threatening. So we need to push back peacefully and legally. We need to be able to defend ourselves. I would suggest that you do acquire firearms legally under the Second Amendment for defensive purposes, not to use against others, but only if others try to harm you and your family. But also support Freedom Watch in the lawsuits that we are bringing to try to get the job done where our Justice Department is totally absent under Attorney General Bill Barr. So I want to thank you for listening to me. God bless you. Share this podcast. You can find it at iTunes, Spotify, Roku, Amazon Fire, Facebook, Twitter, and of course at freedomwatchusa.org. And I thank Radio America, as I do every show, for the opportunity to tell the truth as I believe it to be, because that's important. And in the meantime, go to freedomwatchusa.org, sign up for our class action against the Communist Chinese, see if you qualify, support our other cases, very, very important, our citizens' grand juries, because we're there for you, the American people. We don't pull punches. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, stay safe. God bless you, and God bless America, and God bless your family.